What's up guys, Wholesome Joe back with another video. This time we're circling back to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, my other thing that I like more than anything else. And if you are in any of the Power Rangers fan groups, the toy collector groups, any of those groups on Facebook, you probably have seen people posting pictures of these. That's right, the Hasbro Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morpher, and you see my coins are missing because I've already taken mine out of the box. These were released many years ago as a Walmart exclusive. I unfortunately was not in a position at the time to get one, so I missed out. And these sell up until recently on eBay for upwards of $200 to $300. I've even seen some for $400 on eBay, which is absolutely insane. But this is basically a reproduction of the original Bandai Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morpher. It is not exactly the same, but it is the closest thing that you can get to what they used on the original show in a current toy version. We're gonna go over the differences of this Morpher as well as the old school Morpher, as I have those, and I thought it would be fun. Even though there's plenty of reviews of these things online already, but these got restocked is a better term to use. Specifically at Gamestop. I'm not exactly sure why Gamestop, and I think it has to do with the fact that Hasbro, since they have essentially lost the license to Power Rangers toys now, they're kind of getting rid of the rest of their inventory, so I think that is why we're seeing these back on the shelves. I called all of my local GameStops. I actually visited some first and none of them had any, and then I ended up calling and they were able to tell me which GameStop closest to me had one in stock. And this, I don't remember exactly what these cost when they were first released. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks maybe. But I paid $64.99 for this at GameStop. And if you're a member of their little pro club, I think you could get it for $61.99. But that's a lot cheaper than $200+ for this. And I don't think I would have added this to my collection had it not been for the fact that they restocked these at GameStop. So I highly suggest, if you're a Power Rangers collector and you want one of these original series Lightning Collection Power Morphers, check your GameStops, because I've heard rumor that they're going to continuously restock these things over time. So if you called and they didn't have any yet, keep checking, because there might be one sooner or later at your store. The store that I got this one from only had one, and they were nice enough to hold it for me. So me and my 3-month-old son drove over about 30 minutes to that GameStop, which was in a mall. That was his first visit to a mall, and they were nice enough to hold it for me, so I was able to just walk in and buy it, no problems. So I thought it would be fun to go over the differences between, or just kind of do a review of it, my own personal review, because like I said, there's other reviews of this, so if you want to watch reviews of this Morpher, there's tons of them. But I'm gonna go over what I like about it, dislike about it. I'm gonna compare it to Tommy's Master Morpher that I also have, and I'm going to also compare it to the old school Bandai 90s toy, which I have a customized version of, and I think I might throw a 3D printed Morpher in there too, just for fun. I do not have the Legacy Morpher that was released a long time ago as well. I used to have both of those, the original Mighty Morphin and the White Ranger / Green Ranger, and fun fact that they were actually signed by all of the remaining Power Ranger actors. The original Morpher was signed by Jason David Frank, Austin St. John, David Yost, Walter Jones, all of them that I could get access to who are still with us. And the Green Ranger, White Ranger Morpher was signed by Jason David Frank, and I actually met him on more than one occasion.
All right, guys, guess what time it is? It's showtime! Beetlejuice! Oh, he thought I was gonna say it's Morphin time, right? Oh.
I don't have those anymore because at the time I needed money for, unfortunately, more important things than collectibles, so I had to let them go. This was well before Jason David Frank passed away, so please don't think that I sold them because of that, because I sold them well before he passed away. And of course, you know, you can think however you want about, you know, the idea that if I had waited, they would have been worth a lot more, but I needed the money at that time. So, you know, I actually wish I still had them. And sometimes I go on eBay to see if anyone has sold, because they have my name on them. So when Jason David Frank signed them for me, he signed them to me, so they say to Joe on them. So whoever bought them on eBay, whenever I did sell them a long time ago, the box has to Joe on it. I don't know if their name is Joe, but if you see a Legacy Morphers floating around that say to Joe on them from Jason David Frank or any of the original actors, and they might be selling them, let me know, because I would be interested in buying them back if I could get my hands on them. But I'm happy to be rebuilding my collection with things like this, as well as the other Morphers I'm going to show you. So let's jump right into it.
All right, so first we're going to take a look at the box, and it's a pretty cool box. Got places for your coins, standard Hasbro fare. I'm probably going to keep this box because I think it does look pretty cool. I tried to keep my my Green Ranger Master Morpher, or my Jason David Frank Master Morpher box, and my Ghostbusters pink slime jar busted, and it currently has pink slime all over it. As you can see, it unfortunately got slimed. Sadness. But anyway, the back of the box was pretty cool for the Master Morpher. I'm gonna look at the one that I just got. You see trash on my floor. This is the one I just got. This is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Power Morpher. It comes with the base, or the belt buckle holster, just like the Legacy Morpher from Bandai that came out. This is not made of die-cast metal, it's made of plastic. The coins, however, are made of metal, which is very nice, and they look very much like the 90s coins, which I really, really like. I don't like the more narrow circle, you know, and you can see the difference between them, and you can even see the size difference. It's a pretty big size difference. I like the size for the original ones a lot better. It just feels better in your hands, but this is really cool for a toy. And of course this has more features. And I'll take this out of this to show you, but basically you got the same, you got more of like a molded plastic thing instead of the stickers. I think I like the stickers better personally, and it doesn't even have the colored ones, which I guess I could add those if I wanted to. I don't know if I will. And then I've got Billy's coin in here right now, but if you press the button, you get the voices and you get the color that's indicated of whatever Ranger it is. Now this is not accurate to the show. In the show, every Morpher was red, and there was no differentiating in the colors. So depending on how you feel about that, you may or may not like that. I think it's cool for this specific, and of course when you shut it, it has another animation sound sequence. And like, you may or may not like that. If you're hardcore accuracy nut, you might not like that, but I think it looks cool, and I have the other one for that purpose if I want to see it in its original thing. I do think I want to say they used these at one point. I think they might have used these for one of the shows, so I guess technically they're show accurate. I know the Legacy ones are. I'm not sure about this one. Someone can let me know in the comments. And of course it comes with the base. The base is a little bit different than the one for the Master Morpher, which I'll show you. But you get all the coins, and you know, they're exactly what you would expect them to look like. And they have a pretty good amount of weight to them. And they have the little tabs that are more similar to the coins for the old style 92 Morpher, which is cool. They kind of twist and lock in, which is different than the Legacy Morpher. And I'll try to show you this. You can see sort of the difference. It's got a little it's got a little lightning bolt in the center, and you're not meant to put a coin there. So this one's a little different. Overall, I think it's cool. I'm happy with my purchase, and it'll go really nice in my collection. So I'm gonna put this over here. And so then we have this This is the Bandai 91, 92, whatever year it is, Power Morpher. This is the toy that they used in the show, and this one I did get the stickers for. These stickers that are on the back do not come on it stock, and it also had different stickers. I got these from BD15 labels. They make really good, high quality Power Rangers Morpher stickers for pretty much all of the different models that you can get, including the Lightning Collection ones and the Legacy ones. The coin, again, I printed on my resin printer. I actually think the quality of this other one looks better, but maybe. But I think I'm gonna replace this coin with a Starlight Studios coin that are gonna look closer to one of these Lightning Collection coins, because I just think the shininess, and that's what they had in the 90s anyway. But that is, yeah, so I painted it gold. It was originally silver, and I converted it into a Green Ranger Morpher, and of course it still does. The batteries might be getting kind of dead, but very nostalgic. This was actually, I bought this on eBay for, I want to say like 40 bucks, because it said it didn't work. Parts, it was like for parts repair. So I thought that probably meant that there was not very much wrong with it, and I was correct. I took it apart, cleaned the battery connectors, put some fresh batteries in it, and it worked just fine. So the stickers were pretty much mostly gone, but I was gonna replace those anyway. The original ones said Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and were upside down, and so these are the correct orientation for how they looked in the show. And I'll show you a size comparison between these other ones in just a second. And of course we got 3D printed. This is a 3D printed Morpher. It's one solid piece. My stickers are trying to come off. The coin is just velcroed in so I could take it out. The paint is coming off a little bit. On there, the coin is resin. I printed that on my resin Anycubic Photon. I didn't do a particularly good job of getting rid of the layer lines, but I knew this was just gonna be on my belt. I was doing a Tommy casual unmorphed cosplay, and I wanted to have a Morpher. And if you notice, I left off the bolts, the black bolts, because in the show, the Morphers that they had in like the first episodes and the ones when they show them morphing don't actually have the black lightning bolts. So I did not include those. Those are on the toy, but not on the ones they use. And this is just one piece. I don't have the stickers for the back because I didn't really want to invest in buying stickers for this since it was just a prop, but there would typically be stickers on the back. And then move this one over. So this is Tommy's Master Morpher, as I was showing you the box for earlier. This one is exactly the same as the other Lightning Series Morpher. The only difference is the plates are this like really shiny metallic. They're still plastic, but they're this really shiny metallic. And the coins are more of the dingy sort of look instead of it being super shiny. I prefer the shiny ones, but I understand why they did that for this one. And of course, this one has the same molding thing as the other one. And when you press the button,
Dragon Sword power now!
You get nothing but Jason David Frank voices, and that is actually him, which is really cool. And the plate also turns different colors depending on which of these coins you have in. And of course, if you have like the red ZO one, it turns red, but it looks better with the green. I'm not gonna go through all of them because there's 1,000 videos reviewing this Morpher from top to bottom. I think it's pretty cool. It's a good homage, a tribute to the late Jason David Frank. So I'm glad that I was able to get this when it came out. And it actually has like a little compartment on the top. I don't know if this one, the other one does. It doesn't look like it does, but this one has a nice compartment. You can put the coins inside of it. I don't know why you would want to do that, but It does. And then of course this one looks more like kind of like a mountain side than the other one does. So they aren't exactly the same general shape though. Put this back in here, and then we'll put this aside, and then I'll show you all three, all of them next to each other. We got these two guys. You see how big they are in comparison to my 3D, and the sticker's coming off. We'll fix that. The sticker's coming off, and to my 3D printed morphers. So yeah, that is the Hasbro Lightning Collection Power Morpher. Check out your GameStop if you want to pick one up. Hopefully you'll be able to find one. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and we got more Proton Pack and cosplay tutorials coming your way.